Hi there, I'm John, aka Graffiti, and I'm a 3D environment artist in the games industry. This video series shows my approach to environment art creation with the ArtStation challenge brief Beyond Human. Each video is a live stream capture and doesn't contain any music. I suggest putting some on, increasing the speed of the videos and playing them in the background while doing some of your own work. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to see me create environment art live, please tune into my Twitch channel. You can also follow me on social media. Enjoy! So that's the debris. Look at this. In curves, no less. Pure curve. So my plan is to extrude along it. Where is the, yes, some splines, yeah, splines. So my plan is to run a mesh operation through it so that I can adjust the thickness better, and also that it's not one continuous line, so hopefully it'll do them all at once instead of me manually clicking and doing another one. But once they're in. Smart. Yeah, there we go. So while you're here, do you have, so there was this image that you sent me and this one. Where did you get these ones, these two here, these two, and these two from? And probably that one. Have you got a PSD with them in? Or were they in 3D or that? Because that would be, even if there was a picture that I could go off, that'd be really good. Because I've got the signs in, but I could do with getting those other neons in as well. Textures.com. You're going to narrow it down? Did that not open? Signs. Asian signs. Fuck, I don't know. Korean? I think it's Korean. Tell you what, this has been useful the other day. Is there like a neon bit? No, neon. Neon. Yes! Yes! Right. Brill. Okay, that's brill. So there's number one. There's number two. That green one. I feel like it's like that. That's definitely similar. Let's go from the top again. It's right, cool. Okay, yeah, if you can, that would make my life a bit easier. And what I might do is I might model these like really primitive, but at least that way the emissive will work a bit better. The neons will look like neons. Yeah. Cool, brill, thanks. What on earth was I doing in here again? No, I wasn't. I was meant to be in here. And I'm doing the coarse concrete. And the debris. Okay, let's go with that. Is there a way I can isolate stuff, like in Maya, or just hide everything else? Because it would just be a lot easier. Right, so let's get the paint on again. I fucking hate it. I've already selected the object. Why do you want to move? This needs more subdivisions in it as well. Okay, let's get more subdivisions. Send the one with the entrance. Damn, he closed it. There was some stuff I extracted from that image as well. The one with the entrance, okay. Put it on Dropbox anyway. Brill, kind of in the scene outliner, or in the scene. Right, okay. I can do that in the scene outliner. There, right. Cool, brill. Control H. Really, I should just have that hotkey to something else. So now everything else comes on. Okay. Did I get rid of the block out? I think I did. Good. And back to Modo. export that, see what it looks like. That'll be because of that. What does brill even mean? Brilliant. It's brilliant. That's what brill means. Brill. Brilliant. Go next to each item. C, D. Yes. That's what it means. Brilliant. Brill. I suppose it's my go-to word of choice. Sorry, food. So, tell you what, because Helio's here, we'll see if we can do those splines. Because, yeah, I want to do them too. But I'm going to have to watch Dennis's video about it because I cannot remember and I haven't done it before. So, bear with me. Oh, don't tell me these don't update. Log out, log in. There we go. Here it is. Sorry, the stream might freeze up for a moment. I just need to get a curve. Lace geometry. Okay, so lace geometry. Right, okay, so I need a new measurement. Okay, now, right. New mesh container, operator, lace. Cool. Right, and then guide curve, add curve. Right, let's not fuck this up. So I want to get rid of, delete that. Cool. Add curve, and I want this to be existing. Please let me select it. What's it called? Sign. Sign neon layout 1. Did that do anything? Item properties on the lace. Okay, that's what I've got. So then the read, just will it work? Is it working? Nothing's happening. Or maybe it does need to be on the thing. Let's try it on the curve itself. Lace. Fire. Okay, so it can't be on the thing. Okay, that's fine. Delete that. So we've got this empty thing. Go lace. Get the guide curve, which is curve we made. Cool. Seem to be doing anything. I have a feeling it's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do it individually. No, it should be really fucking annoying. Let's Google it. Modo operation. Lace multiple. Oh man. What's going on in here? And with edges and stains, huh? quickly test to see if this is actually, if it is that. Ooh. Give me a good, decent shape. Okay, we'll take this. Copy, paste, curve, test, and then we'll go in here and change this to curve test. Does that do it? Why isn't this working? How is his mesh filled up with something? Does it have to be a curve? Let's try that. Curve. Nope, nothing is happening. New mesh container. So it goes in automatically and it fills it, so why is that not happening? Oh man. Oh, hold on. Open Mesh Ops and click the Add operator. Select Mesh Operations, duplicate and double click. Okay, use geometry. Yeah. Mill. Show list. It's not single item view mode. To do something. Okay. Just get rid of these other ones. Sorry, I know this is a boring stream right now, but I'm trying to figure out. To include a hand guide on what goes where. Brill! Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, it's major, it's shift, I think, shift and right click. And yeah, thanks Helio, that's really good of you. So we've got that. Now add a new mesh to hold the curve. Click the add operator, select mesh operations other mesh. Cool. Rename this mesh to curve. Is that right? Okay, let's just put it in here. Okay, Select existing and double click. Okay, so if we add curve, okay. So I'm guessing now if I draw, it works. Okay. That's fine. Can I copy and paste what I had? Copy, paste. Fuck! Does not like that. To select right, what's that? The index of the curve to use as the guide. This is useful if there are multiple curves in the same curve mesh and you want to select a particular one curve. Start at 1 and for each curve. Okay, so if I go back onto this and go, I don't know, 10, maybe that will do it. No. God damn it. Yeah, same. Render curves is so handy. What do you do with... What do you like more? I haven't used either. It shows a lot faster. It looks better in my opinion, because I'm a lazy bastard. Oh. What size are your textures? Major. Are they 2K or 4K? They look like 2K. Whack them up to 4K when you do the final render. Yeah, looking ace. Right, okay, I don't think this is going to work because it's not a curve I'm using, it's a Bezier curve. Well, if I do lace geometry Bezier, oh my god, someone might have had this already. Now the beef size curve needs a curve rebuild before feeding it into the lace geometry. Lol, what's this? In today's we will now watch how John loses money. That is exactly what it is, yeah. I'm looking this way because I'm looking at people's solutions for it. Okay, so I'm gonna use a curve rebuild. Right, so that's curve rebuild. Okay. Add curve. Okay, stuff is happening. And then if I add lace geometry, how the piss has he set this up? Right, I was trying to make it simple. To make a new item. So under curve guide, I selected the item with the curve and everything. Yeah, but the only way to make is to first use a curve rebuild on it and then feeding it into another item with lace geometry. Fuck it. Right, so so that's the curve rebuild. I'm going to start again. I'm going to start again from the beginning because this is painful. And I'll tell you what, I'll do it on screen in here so we can all enjoy the pain and suffering together. So let's make this a tabbed. Windows tab 3D. Oh, piss. Windows. Thank God. Right, okay, so I just need another window. And I want this one to be mesh operations. Cool. Okay, so. Oh, kill me, somebody. Right, let's get rid of this, because I don't need it. Shit. That better not be. Let's get rid of the Q, and let's get rid of U, and then let's put U on. Okay, so that's the curve I want to build. Okay, so down here, let's get a couple of new meshes. So this guy says he uses a curve rebuild. And he specifies the curve, which in our case is the yellow one. Oh God, right, so it rebuilds it but makes it smoother. Might not be an issue for me because it's so far away. So we'll call this yellow rebuild. Okay, and then we get a lace geometry. In the same one? Okay, so it can't be inside, that's fine. So we'll delete that and then we'll do a new one. Oh my God, this better work. And then in here we put in this. Right, nothing's happened, maybe it's too small. Oh no, hello, so we're getting something. Okay, and let's bring the sides down to 8 because there needs to be more than that. And what if we bung this up? Oh, so, oh my God, it only does one at a time. Oh my God! I will have a look. What's this? Is it possible for geometry? Freeze to faces, bevel, extrude. So that's good because it's checked. Let's give it a go, because I mean we're halfway there with that, apart from it won't do all of them at once. That should be an option. Surely that would be a great option. That's annoying. Modo, so close. Okay, so let's grab this. Paste it. Let's turn these off. And it was, what was it? Item, geometry, curves. Oh no, freeze. What's it, geometry? Ah, yes, geometry freeze. Freeze curves as faces. Fucking hell. You're right, Helio, it's a slow descent into madness. Ah, okay. Okay, so that's more promising. Curve test, okay. So now if we do another lace, so instead of doing it with faces, it was the polylines one. What if I do a rebuild first? So, curve rebuild, and I want the curve test. Okay, same issue as last time, so that won't work. Hi Sasha, how you doing? Oh, very nice. Procedural curve. Right, someone's got a file here. Let's see what that is. this guy. Procedural curve rebuild. Okay. So maybe I can, if I choose it. God. Let's go again. Curve rebuild. Right, source curve. Shit. Is this one. Oh my god. Oh good lord, that might have... Oh, this could be it. Oh, although we'll still run into that same problem, but it's tighter this time. So this is curve rebuild spacing. And then if we lace again. And then in here we add the curve that we rebuilt. Yeah, this is super high res. So freaking dense. 5, almost 6K. Although flare contains no mesh operation. Great. Oh, why does it put stuff below the taskbar? Why is that even allowed? Right. What if... Right. This is curve lace. So what if I now start from here, copy that, new mesh, paste it, works. Yep, great, but ridiculous. What if I do a reduction or a retopo? auto retopo, target poly count, 1,000. That looks pretty nasty. Although, you're only going to see it from over here, so maybe it could be less again. So we'll get all the curves out, reduce them all. Thank you for the follow, epic error, because that is what I'm experiencing right now. Oh, it's so frustrating. Yes, I could bake it onto a plane. I think my issue is that you have to do one curve at a time. That's my issue. But yeah, I could get all of these out and then just render them and do it that way. Oh my god. Oh no, wait. I've been overthinking this completely. That's all I need to do. Do what we were talking about earlier, Helio, in that it's a curve. Let's just render the damn curve. And then if we preview it, there it is. That's all I needed. All this time. I only got annoyed because you actually, by saying render it onto a plane, it just kind of unraveled how simple it needed to be, and we don't need geometry. It's a shame now that we can't freeze. Ooh, render curves as polygons. It's a shame we can't freeze the render curves. That would have been epic. Oh my god, thank you. Christ. That was frustrating. That was a lot of learning, a lot of... Basically, Helio, instead of getting the geometry out, Major pointed out that he just said, why don't you make a plane and bake it onto an opacity map? And that reminded me that you can do render curves, what we were talking about earlier. And then I thought, why don't if I just do render curves and then render an opacity, in an orthographic view, and that'll be it. And I've just been massively overthinking it for the last, hour, let's say, when all I needed to do was do render curves and then render it onto a black background. Like so. And that is all I need to do. Oh my god! Right, okay. Let's get these out and in before the end of the stream, because now we have a solution and it's going to work. And so we just need these to be the size of what they're going to be. Cool. So that's yellow. And then we need the next one. Where is it? Science neon. So I want to put all of these about so that we're on one plane. So we need one of these. Okay, and there's some space for some other neon things in there as well, so we can have one sheet just of neons. Render curves to the rescue, yes. Well, that was a good learning experience for everybody, I feel. Okay, cool. Okay, that's looking good. Then let's just bring these out. And also map this, this, and this. Let's get them again onto the same UV space. UV planar on the Z. Excellent. And then I want to turn these off. Call this neon texture sheet. And then on each of these, I want a camera as well. Camera orthographic. And then if we go to here, camera orthographic. Now which direction is it looking in? There, I think. Okay. And then I wonder if it does a baked textures. Probably doesn't, but I'll leave that for the moment. Change my render to 2K. 300 DPI, and then back to the camera just to change it, just so you can see what I'm doing. Changing the angle of view so that it bakes to it, like so. Great. Only with a plane instead of geometry, form a static image, or do you need to submit an exe file? I don't know. Hopefully, I think they'll just want a static image. I think, but I might try and put a GIF in because that might be quite cool, just to have like a track in it or something like that. Doesn't look good enough with a plane instead of geometry. Well, we're gonna find out. Yeah, so let's do. So it was render on the curves. Was it that one? Here's the other one. Render curves at 20 mil. Render curves at 20 mil. Render curves at 20 mil. So now we do an F8 through the ortho. Cool. Looking good. Let's turn off the text sheet. Still looking good. I don't think it matters if we render polygons. What if we do... What's that on the blue one? I think that might be better. 15 mil. Okay. Shading wise, they're white already, that's fine, but we need to turn off GI. Or do we? We need to turn off the light, that's what we need to do. Oh, sorry, change the position of the light. Nope, that does nothing. Oh, it's because it's paused, that's why. So it's shining right at them. Brill. Okay, so I want to do a render of that image, which is looking at the wrong camera. Looks like something you would never encounter. So it fits with this. Yes, yeah. Okay, so there we go. So and also I think there's an alpha. There we go. So actually we didn't need to do anything with the light because all we've got is the alpha. So now if we do an images, signs, put this as a PNG, neon signs, neon sheet 01. Save. Cool. And then if we export these things, so let's just do a copy of all these, paste. So that camera we can lock, and the sheets we can lock so they don't move, and then these we can split. Well, we can do an X, paste, center, paste, center. So this is sign, neon, large, red. Actually, let's call this large, A, B, B, C. Move this as well. So they're all in the middle. So now let's, and they've still got the same texture space. Oh, let's export these to the exports folder. And then back in here, let's import them. Okay, so they are. Now I want to create a duplicate of the neon red. No, actually I don't want to create. I can just do it in this material. Right, so let's just stock this up with maybe the glass textures. Aha, wait. What if we make this the glass shader? That's probably going to be better. And then in here, because we can still have it as emissive, yes. And then we need to find our glass textures, which are here. And we just put all of these on. We need an opacity input as well. Brighter than the sun. Oh, 50, that'll do it. Let's save that. Okay. Right, now I need to we need to expose that parameter. So back in the master, in the opacity, so we've got a transparency amount. I also want to do param 2D. Cool. And I want this to be called, this one to convert to a parameter, and this wants to be called 06 transparency 1 input. Cool. And we want the same UVs as the other thing. And then we want to multiply it, I think. Do a lerp. We want to do a min and max. I suppose if we do a lerp, then that's going to be easiest, isn't it? Lerp. I'm sure there was another way of doing it. Yeah, multiply. Just to do it, multiply. So the strength. So maybe it goes on the bottom then. Solid, we can always redo it. And we want to put this in group 6. And the default texture can be whatever the placeholder black and white is, which I think is the height. Yes, that would make sense. Cool, apply. Save. Actually, it might make sense that we invert it as well. With the pivot, you need to need to showing GIFs, can't really show instant image since it's based on that. Yeah, it'd be cool if I could get, you know, a camera track or camera pan up or something. I think that'd be really awesome. Cool, let's have a look in here. So that's got the transparency now, and if we import that map, which I need to put in the right place. Signs. Copy. Paste. T. Signs neon. Opacity. Here it is. And if we bring that into here, oh yes. Are we cooking with gas? I think we are. Right, okay, cool. And then let's throw this up to 300. Actually, 500. 1,000! Ooh, yeah, much better. Save. And then in here, just put this on. And there we go, and it looks awful. I wonder why it looks so bad. I suppose it's trying to render all the other things, and perhaps it's because of the pixels. Shouldn't matter too much though. Hopefully. If not, we could use this as a stencil or a displacement on a mesh and then freeze it, and that will give us geometry. He made the neon. Let's try and make all of them neon B. So this needs the same setup. And you know, we might be able to get away with just nothing else apart from these two and the transparency. That might be better. Same problem still, but if we turn it off in the others, then ooh, the height helps. Leave the height in. Yeah, okay, we'll leave the height in and increase the transparency amount. We'll use the glass height. Save. Save. That's already been saved. Save. Save. And then in here, if we grab the last sign, and then grab the yellow one, materials. What I might do while I'm here, and this is for the bank machines, I might just throw on the glass materials for these. they got one. Sweet. Height again. This needs to be the glass shader. Transparency. Transparency amount. Rail. Where's that image? So this needs to be more yellow. Okay, save. So to here. Oh my god, I cannot believe we're finally getting, after all that, this is finally coming in. Cool this size, by the way. It's been an hour of hard work. Right, now in here they're behind these things, so I might need to bring these pipes closer. But let's get these in. Objects. Oh, sweet Jesus. Welcome to the future. Right, red's at the back and blue's at the back. So, actually, you know what? I might put these in blueprint. Might be a bit easier. Let's do that. Add new blueprint actor. Signs neon. Yes. Large. 1. Cool. And then we drag each one of these in. Okay, I wanted to say yellow at the front, then red. And then blue. And they could probably be toned down a little bit. Okay, save that. That way they all stay together in one lovely place. Yep, that's just like a blob of information, so they definitely need to be toned down. Now, what probably isn't helping is that there are lights here. So if we turn that off, turn that off, maybe just turn these down. So show those pipes look rusted. Yeah, the pipes need to, all the shaders need to have a pass on them. That's better. That was Rihanna. Right, so this has now got the opacity mask on it. So I need to do a duplicate of the red one. Red. Actually, wait. If I UV some space that's solid, then I can keep everything on one. So in that, oh, not in Photoshop. So in Modo, if we come in here, get these two. And then let's do some solid space down here. Actually, no, that can't be right because it will be in the way of other things. So let's just put it up here. Cool. So now if we do take off these, we've got that. And if we do an F8 without that, cool. A render of that. The alpha, save that in the exports as this, and then in the where are you? Light, and then in the texture of this, I want to move this. Up here. And move this up here too. Export that. And then in here, I want to update that model, which is good because that was the glass shader. It needs to be new on this one. Although why isn't it being displayed? Because I haven't updated the texture. Import, boom, save. Now we have a red light, and then we can make this red light a bit better by putting in a point light. Making this red. It's more of an orange. What's that light? we'll do is duplicate that material, orange, and we will change the emissive to this, save, and then in the light we'll change this to the orange, save that. Cool. And that point light doesn't need to be as intense. Right. Okay, now what's going on here? Nice bit of an insight there, Major. Right, what the hell am I doing? So we're doing, well, I mean, even then the debris looks much better than it did, despite not changing very much. Right, I might call it a night. I know it's not 4 hours, but 3 is good enough, and I think I need to do some more planning to determine what to do next. But I will post this online. Yeah, because I think it needs like definitely the ground, it needs gelling together more. It's not quite. Oh, that's what I could do actually now. Let's put some of these green and orange lights in the windows. Oh shit. Oh my, I fucking hate it when Unreal does this. Why? Like, I just want to lock the camera. Oh, I fucking lost the camera. It should just lock in place. They should have an option just to lock the freaking camera. Now it's off in space in the middle of nowhere. I've lost my nice sexy angle. So fucking annoying that. for it next time. Yeah, I suppose so. That's best. Forcing onto bam, instant specular. Yeah, I did think about having you know, water drips or something. Yes, yeah, it was. It was basically mud. I mean, that's what the shader was. Finally locking the camera in place. But it would be so much easier if there was a right-click lock, like in Modo. Oh, fucking hell. Losing my damn mind. What was I doing? I was putting in lights. There's a light somewhere else. Actually, what I might do on these is, what if I turn down the transparency amount? It doesn't thin the lines off. Maybe I need a contrast instead. Sort of getting there. Sort of getting there. Bye Sasha. Okay, bye Major. Use this right now. Cool. Display C. Your light could probably be whiter, I would say. Yeah, very nice. Right, let's just build this and see what it looks like. Actually, let's just... save all. Next time again. Yeah, keep trying. See what happens. Oh yes, I need to do light and UVs. Put that on the list. Cool. Yeah, I agree with Action. It's like software. Learn one and then you can basically use any of them. They just do things in different ways. Right, okay, cool. I am going to, I don't know why the console's up, but I'm going to leave it there for tonight because I've made some progress, but not a lot of progress. Still got quite a lot to sort out and do. Yeah, so I will pick this up again. I'm away on weekends, so I'll pick this up. Oh, excuse me. Again on Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday with the streams, so watch this space. Brilliant. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you next time. Oh, I've got a new follow apparently. Eruption Talks, thank you. Nice of you to drop in. But yeah, see you guys next time.